I'm Sasu, and I'm studying politics of the international economy at King's College London, in London, of course. And it's been great. I've been 1 year in London now, and it has been an awesome experience, one of the greatest challenges that I've ever been through, and I'm willing to talk about it now. Well, I think my independence, I think I've earned it in London. I thought I was an independent person before London, but apparently not. You see, I have wonderful parents back home and a fabulous mama and grandma. So I never got around to cook. I didn't even know how a washing machine really works, what goes where. But with London, I mean, you get school life, and then you get the fact that you're going to meet new people, you're going to make new friends. But apart from that, that's a huge part. But apart from that, I mean, you're going to learn how to take care of your own bank account, how to pay your telephone bills, how to do your own laundry. I mean, it's amazing. It's an amazing feeling to feel that you're independent, that you're taking care of your own money, and just becoming a whole person while enhancing your education. Some people might say that coming to London is a bad experience and you shouldn't do it. They might say that London doesn't have its own identity, or you cannot gain an identity in London. But that's surely not the case. I mean, London, that's the thing with London. That's the thing with UK in general. It's a multicultural country, and especially London. Like, it's a multicultural city, a huge city. And that's its identity, a multicultural identity. And I think, just for that experience, you meet so many people from all over the world, so many personal experiences, so many different insights. It's worth it. 3 years in London, or even more than that, it's worth the whole thing. And don't worry about making friends. I mean, everyone's new there. No one's going to know more about everything that you do, especially the international students. So they're all going to be anxious. And it's really easy to make friends because everyone's friendly. And you're going to have a bunch of friends at the beginning, and then you're going to, as in Romania, you're going to stick with 2 or 3 of them. But as you know, that's one after a whole year. So again, give yourself time. Well, I guess being London, again, has been one of the greatest challenges I've ever come to face. I've come to know a lot of people from all over the world, and my professors are awesome. They're great. They let you speak to them using their first name. School's great. School's awesome. I think I've made the greatest choice choosing King's College London, studying politics. I guess you guys might know this by now, but a lot of work is centered around you doing individual work. So basically, you only have like 3 hours a day. Yeah, 3 hours a day of school per day for like only 4 days a week, which is like 1 hour and a half, that's your main course, and then 1 hour and a half would be your seminar where you get to discuss and debate. And you might say, oh, that's, I'm going to have a lot of free time, but actually, there's a lot of individual work. I mean, you're going to get to read hundreds of pages per week, and you have to prepare, otherwise you won't be able to discuss them in seminars, which is great. I mean, you have a lot of responsibility and a lot of free time as well. I mean, you might consider taking a part-time job or an internship or doing some voluntary work. For example, at King's, Wednesdays are always free, just because Wednesday is a day for extracurricular activities. So they really care about the fact that you want to do so many things throughout your student life. So, along with my independence, I'm a lot more confident in myself. I'm a lot more confident to speak up, not only in school, but in general, even while doing my groceries. And it's been great. I mean, I've come to become proud of myself, and just a happier person. That I know I can do stuff that I never even thought about, because if my parents and my grandma are always there, it's hard to do those things. So it's been great, and it's an awesome adventure. At first, it was really scary. I won't lie. I was really overwhelmed with everything. I mean, everything was new. But I guess my top tips would be there's a lot of help you can get from the uni itself. I mean, there are a lot of departments that they're made for international students to cope with anxieties and for to just help them adjust. You can contact them. It's really, I think I've done that once at the beginning. It was really helpful. But besides that, I would say with freshers fairs, don't be afraid to join societies, regardless of what society will. I mean, there's everything from baking societies to language societies to arching societies. I mean, don't be afraid to, again, to make mistakes and to meet friends, and societies can offer you that. That's one. And then, in seminars at first, I mean, it took me like 2 months, I think, to actually talk in seminars. But because I was so afraid that, I would stop in the middle of one sentence, I was so afraid I'm going to mess up my English, instead of thinking that I might say something valuable, that I couldn't talk. But then when I actually got to mess up something, I mean, I said something wrong in English, but then when I realized that nobody really cared, they were all waiting for me to finish that sentence, I realized that, I was panicky for nothing. So I got over it. So I guess one more thing is that at the beginning I was a bit afraid to leave my friends and family, especially my friends, I guess, because I know it's really hard without friends there. But it's quite tough. I mean, my birthday is in October, so that meant that I had to spend it all by myself. But it didn't have to be that way. I mean, I've met a lot of new people. I mean, you cannot exactly call them friends in your first semester, of course. You have to give them time as much as you have to give yourself time to get to know people. But you do. I mean, as long as you put yourself out there, in societies, it doesn't even have to be that much, or in seminars, you're gonna meet a lot of awesome people. Just new friends. Don't be afraid of making new friends, because you're gonna see your old friends during Christmas break anyway. Why not, try something new? And you're gonna talk with your parents through Skype, like every 3 days if you want to, if you feel to. So they're always gonna be there for you. But I've just so you know, I never got to spend my birthday alone. Had like a bunch of 6 or 7 friends, but we went to a pub afterwards. And it was that was actually 2 weeks in my university course. So after 2 weeks, I got friends for my birthday. I'm sure you guys can do the same things. No worries. So this year, every year King's College organizes, like at the beginning of every year, there's what we call the Freshers Fair. So for 1 week, students get to organize for new students parties and tours around London, and you get to see, like, new students get to see all the societies and sports clubs that King's has to offer. And this year I'm going to be part of it. I've been accepted to Freshers Fair, organizing Freshers Fair this year. That's one of the things I'm looking forward to. And then the other one is, last year I got to apply for a study abroad program at King's. King's has a lot of partner institutions around the world, and I got accepted, and I'm going to Hong Kong this year. Yeah. And I'm really, really excited about that. I really wanted to get close to China and study more about China, so King's gave me that opportunity. So just so you know, London or the UK shouldn't be like your final destination. I mean, in education, the education in UK offers you that possibility to just go around the world if you want to. 2 things that have been really important for me. One is that, don't be afraid to speak up, to say your opinion. In England, professors really value your opinion. You're going to feel that. I mean, you're going to have that adult-to-adult assertive relationship that you don't really get in Armenian universities. You're going to have that confidence to speak up, which is amazing, which is great. And then the other thing, the one thing that I really wanted to know beforehand was that, don't give yourself time. Don't be mean with yourself. I mean, there's going to be a lot of new in everything. And if you don't allow yourself to make mistakes, and I've made a lot of mistakes, like the big ones, and then the little ones, like buying wrong transport tickets or buying the wrong groceries. I mean, that happens. You're gonna make some mistakes, but as long as even your English, even if you've been studying English for years, that doesn't mean that you're gonna be able, to speak up from the start. But that's the beauty of it. I mean, just give yourself time. I frankly, I don't think I gave myself enough time. I was upset with myself a lot of times, but that's because I wasn't kind to myself. So just so you know, mistakes you're gonna make, they're worth it, and you're gonna see it. I mean, after you get back from your Christmas break, after you get back from home, you know, you're gonna see yourself as a totally different person. You're gonna be much more independent. It's all gonna be worth it. First one would be, do your research well. I know it's tedious. I mean, the website, like university websites is so big and so much to look through, but it's worth it. I mean, it's really important if you just do your research beforehand, before choosing your universities. And while choosing your universities, you should really know what you want to do. And when you choose your top 5 universities, make sure that they're the best at what you want to do. Even though, I don't know, they're the top universities on international ranking, that doesn't mean that they're going to be the best for subjects you want to do. So, do that research well. And then, of course, the essay is really important. Just make sure you put yourself in there. You don't have to add all the activities you've done so far. Just 1 or 2 that are most important for you. And I'm telling you, it will work out.